Lion's Den Survival Principles, Part 10. A Spirit That Sets You Apart. King Nebuchadnezzar. When the magicians, enchanters, astrologers, and diviners came, I told them the dream, but they could not interpret it for me. Finally, Daniel came into my presence, and I said, I know that the Spirit of the holy gods is in you, and no mystery is too difficult for you. Daniel chapter 4, verses 7 through 9. A veteran TV director was directing a series for a producer known not to be a Christian. After working with the director for a while, the producer said to him, "You don't swear, do you?" "No, I don't." Nothing more was said until some time later when the producer observed, "You seem to be the kind of person who has had a life-changing experience. Is that the case?" "Yes, that is exactly the case." "Do you mind my asking what it was?" "It was Jesus Christ." After a moment to digest the answer, the producer said, "Maybe that's what I need." The director responded, "He's exactly what you need. I guarantee it." The director's spirit drew the questions. All human beings have a mark of individuality more precise than either their fingerprints or their DNA patterns. It's their spirit. While most people don't become adept at reading spirits, they walk away from others with a subconscious realization of the kind and character of the spirit others possess. They know they have been in the presence of a bitter spirit, an angry spirit, a joyful spirit, a light-hearted spirit, a lustful spirit, a greedy spirit, a proud spirit, a threatening spirit, a humble spirit, a serving spirit, a wise spirit, or a spirit with some other attribute. The spirit of a person communicates non-verbally even more powerfully than verbally. One senses another's spirit even when not consciously thinking about it. Daniel had distinguished himself by his spirit to such an extent that when the king called Daniel into his presence, he commented on this unique attribute of the man. "I know that the Spirit of the holy gods is in you," was the way he put it. That was a fine compliment for a devout believer. Survival principle. Allow your human spirit or personality to be totally possessed and dominated by the Spirit of Christ. John the Baptist described this phenomenon as, "He must become greater, I must become less." John chapter 3, verse 30. Believers who take on the spirit of those unbelievers around them become spiritually invisible, an indistinguishable part of the pagan herd. They lose all personal magnetism and divine attractiveness. Those who are filled and controlled by the Spirit of the Holy Spirit of Christ, are instantly and continually A. attractive to seekers, and B. repulsive to the wicked. Either way, the person is unforgettable. On a previous shoot, an executive producer had watched as the same spirit-filled director mentioned above handled one crisis after another with a tranquil spirit. She remarked, "I don't know what you're on, but I want some of it." He replied, "I'm on a megadose of the Holy Spirit." And indeed he was. It showed.